Welcome to 8-Day Yoga Program. I am Vidhya, representing Kana Shantivanam, Hyderabad. As a yoga trainer from the Heartfulness Yoga Academy, I'm so thrilled to be part of 10th International Day of Yoga 2024. As we all know that the theme for this year is woman empowerment. As part of it, Yoga for Unity hosting a 8-day yoga program dedicated to woman empowerment. Each session featured by 30 minutes asana pranayama, followed by a talk from a guest speaker on various aspects of women empowerment. I welcome all the women, not only the women, but who all join these sessions, as these sessions are open to all, to the day one of the 8-day of yoga program. Today's topic is yoga, where woman flows into empowerment. It all starts with your breath. The flow of your breath decides how empowered you are from within. So today I'll be taking you through a few simple kneeling and lying down postures that will help go really deep into your breath and easing your body and releasing tensions and improve your overall well-being. So let's begin. Hope you all are ready on your mat. Keep your back straight, hands relaxed on your wrists. You can either sit in cross-leg position or in Vajrasana, where you're sitting above your heels. Gently close your eyes, your chin down. We will start with a prayer. Bring the palms in Namaskar Mudra. Om Sahana Vavadu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bring your hands down, keep your eyes closed. Attention to your breath, your best friend that's going to be with you all your lifetime. See how you're breathing. You are just following your normal breath. Now, take your right hand, keep it over your abdomen. We're going to focus on your exhales. 5 exhales. Of course, you will be inhaling as well, but your attention is only on your exhales. Inhale. Bring your attention to your abdomen and slowly exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Feel your abdomen drawing inward. Inhale. Exhale. Your abdomen goes in. Inhale. Exhale. Abdomen goes in. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. And abdomen goes in. Now take your hands out and keep it over your knees. Now take your left hand and keep it over your chest. We're going to focus on inhales, 5 breaths, 5 inhales we'll be focusing. Now slowly inhale and keep your focus on your chest. and exhale. Inhale, focusing on your chest. Feel the expansion on your chest. Exhale, relax. Inhale, focus on your chest. Exhale. Fourth round, inhale. Exhale, relax. Inhale, do a slow and long breath. Exhale, relax. Now we're going to focus on the both. So take your right hand and keep it over your abdomen. Your left hand remains on your chest. We'll do with the count of 4. 4 inhale, 4 exhale. Now slowly inhale, focusing on your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale on your abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, focus on your chest. Feel the expansion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale on your abdomen. Abdomen slowly drawing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, focus on your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one round. Inhale. Feel the expansion of your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow exhalation. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now relax your hands. Now keeping the same focus on your breath, we will be doing all the practices. So let's begin with few hand movements. So if you were sitting in cross leg, you can change to Vajrasana, or if you are not comfortable in Vajrasana, you can sit in cross leg as well. So start from hands keeping by the side of your hand, side of your body. Now slowly inhale, raise your hands to the sides of your shoulder. Exhale and slowly bring it down. Do it very slowly, following your breath. Inhale, raise your hands to the sides of your shoulder. Exhale, slowly bring it down. Inhale, raise your hands to the sides of your shoulder. Focus on your chest. Exhale and slowly bring it down. Again, inhale, raise your hands from the sides. Exhale, focus on your abdomen and bring your hands from the side. Last round. Inhale, raise your hands from the side. Feel the movement of your spine. Stretch from your back. Exhale and slowly bring it down. Be working on your breath with the movement. Now we do the same movement but from the front. So inhale, raise your hands from the front up to your chest. Exhale and slowly bring it down. Inhale, bring your hands in front. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring your hands in front up to your chest. Exhale, bring it down. Last one. Inhale, bring your hands in front. Exhale, bring it down. and relax. So now we moving towards a kneeling practice. Before that, make sure that you start your breath first and then your movement. Okay, whatever asana you are doing, first you start with your breath and then you start moving into the posture. Yeah, so we will follow that throughout all the asana. So you can sit over your heels in Vajrasana, keeping your back straight, hands by the side. So start your inhalation and then start raising your hands and slowly take your hands all the way by the side of your ear. Now exhale and bring your hands down. Again inhale, raise your hands, keep your hands by the side of the ear. And now you're going to focus on your lower back, slowly taking your abdomen in with your exhales and bend forward. Going down completely, bringing the forehead down. Your elbows are closer to your knees. Now, coming up, first stretch your hands to the sides of the ear and then slowly come up, raising the hands. Exhale, hands down. Second round, inhale, raise your hands up by the sides of the ear. Exhale, bend forward and go closer to your knee and bring the forehead down. Now inhale, stretch your hands first and then slowly come up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Now to this we are adding one more movement. Inhale, raise your hands up by the sides of the ear. Exhale, bend forward, go closer to your knee. And inhale, now come up and look in front. Now slowly exhale, take your head in, round your lower back and go closer to your heels and bring your forehead down. Inhale, stretch your hands and then slowly come up. Exhale, bring your hands down. We do the same with going up on the knees. Inhale, raise your hands up and simultaneously you're going on your knees. Now exhale, bend forward, going closer to your knee. Now bring your hands a little bit forward and then move and come to your knee and to your hand and look in front. You can feel the natural arch back. Now exhale, slowly take your head in, round your lower back and go closer to your heels and your head down, elbows closer to the knee. Inhale, stretch your hands and then slowly come on your knee, come up. Exhale, bring your hands down and sit over your heels. Adding one more movement to this. Inhale, raise your hands and coming on your knees. Now exhale, bend forward, going closer to your knees. Inhale, move forward and look in front, coming on your knee and your hands. Now exhale, take your head in, round your lower back here. Don't go closer to your heels. Now next inhale, you're going to stretch your left leg and then look in front. Make sure that you are in the center, not tilting your hip. Now exhale, slowly take your head in, round your lower back and bring your leg in. On the other side, inhale, stretch your right leg and look in front. Exhale, head in and bring your leg back, round your back. We do one more round. Inhale, look in front and simultaneously stretching your left leg. Exhale and bring it down. On the other side, inhale, stretch your right leg and look in front. Now exhale, bring your head in and round your back, and you're going closer to your heels. Bring your forehead down. Sit in Vajrasana, forward bend. Now next inhale, stretch hands to the sides of the ear and slowly come up on your knees, keeping the hands by the sides of the ear. Exhale and bring your hands down and come down and sit over your heels. Relax. Now we're moving towards the lying down postures, so you can bring your legs one by one in front, and you're going to lie down on your mat. So make sure that you turn to your side first and then you lie down on your back. Make yourself comfortable. Your both hands on your abdomen and focus on your breath. As women, we stand for a long time, and many of us have varicose issues. And doing an ankle movement will really help to release these issues and decreases your leg cramps and releases any tensions on your ankle movement. So now we're going to do the ankle movement. So you can keep your legs together or slightly apart. Now inhale and slowly flexing your feet towards you. Exhale, take it out. Focus on your ankle movement. Inhale, your feet inward. Exhale, out. Inhale, inward. Exhale, out. Inhale, inward. Exhale, out. Last one moment. Inhale, inward. Exhale, out. Now relax. We're going to work a little bit on your back to release any tension at your back. So keep your legs together, hands by the side. Now you're going to bend your left leg, and your left feet is by the sides of your right knee. Okay, you don't need to take so closer. Take a comfortable stand. Now press your left feet down. Inhale, and you're going to raise your left hand all the way above your head. Exhale and bring it down. Keep focusing on your breathing. Inhale, slowly raise your hands above your head. Focus on your chest. Feel the movement of your spine. Now exhale. Focus on your abdomen slowly drawing in, and bring your hands down. Third round, inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale and bring it down. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale and slowly bring it down. Last round, fifth one. Inhale, raise your hand, slowly focus on your chest, which is expanding. Feel the movement of your spine. Now exhale, focusing on your abdomen, and bring your hands back. Now stretch your left leg. We are going to do the same on your right. So bend your right leg in the same way as we did the left. Hands beside the body. Now inhale, and you're going to raise your right hand all the way above your head. Now exhale and slowly bring it down. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, focusing on your abdomen, slowly bring back your hand. Third round, inhale, raise your hands above your head, focus on your chest. Exhale, down. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, bring it down. Keep focusing on your abdomen when you're exhaling. The last one round, fifth one, inhale. Slowly raise your hands. Now exhale, focus on your abdomen and bring your hands back. Now stretch your legs. Now we're going to do the same, but your both legs are bent and we're going to use your both hands raising above your head. So keep pressing your feet down firm to the floor. Now inhale, raise your hands all the way above your head. Now exhale, focus on your abdomen and bring your hands down. See the changes when you have done with one hand. And now you're doing with the both. Inhale, raise your hands. Before we were only working on the one side, which was asymmetrical. Now exhale and bring back your hands. Third round, inhale, raise your hands. Exhale and bring down. Fourth round, inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, bring it down. The last one round, do it very slowly. Inhale. See the changes in your breath with the moment. Expansion of your chest, your ribs, working on your spine. Now exhale. Focus on your abdomen. Your abdomen is slowly going in, supporting the movement, and bring the hands down. Relax here. As we have done a moment for your back, we're going to do a counter posture, Apanasana, to release any tension at your back. Also, it's very good for the women, especially to work on your digestive system and to improve your reproductive health. Now you can hold your knees with your both hands very gently. You don't need to pull it in and out with the movement. The hand is here on the knee to help you know until where you are able to reach. Yeah. So keep holding. Now slowly exhale and bring your knees closer to your chest. Inhale and take it out. Exhale, closer to your chest. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, in. Inhale, out. Exhale, slowly taking your abdomen in, and then you start bringing your legs. Inhale, take your leg out. Exhale, slowly taking in. This asana can be used to reduce unwanted fats in your body. Inhale, slowly take your knee out. Exhale and taking in. Now bring your leg down. Hands on your abdomen, relax here. Stretch your legs one by one on your mat and rest. Lie down in Shavasana. Legs apart, hands apart, palm facing to the ceiling. I'll be taking you through a relaxation part. Keep lying down on your mat. We'll do a short relaxation. Now wiggle your toes and relax. Feel that the divine energy from the Mother Earth entering your feet, relaxing your feet, your ankle, calf muscles, your knees, thighs, deeply relaxing your hips, your whole back, your abdomen, chest, shoulders, your hands all the way up to your fingertips. Relaxing your neck muscles. Now your focus is on your face. Energy helping you to relax your chin, your cheek, whole mouth, nose, eyes, eyebrows, forehead, all the facial muscles up to your head. Feel your whole body from top to down, which is completely relaxed. And now slowly turn towards any side and come and sit on your mat in comfortable cross-leg position. Bring your hands in Namaskar Mudra, rub your both palms, make it warm, and apply the down and soft portion of your palm over your eyes very gently. Loka samastha sukhino bhavantu. Bring your hands down and slowly open your eyes. Thank you for joining. I hope you have enjoyed this session and you will see the simple moments and focusing on your breath, how much changes it can bring to yourself. Okay. So now I welcome our guest speaker, Ekta Bodrolek. She is a quantum healer, a meditation trainer, and she's practicing meditation since her teenage. And she's here with us to talk on the topic yoga, where woman flows into empowerment. She will help us to understand the transformative power of spirituality, how it can help women, how it helps us to deal with the multiple responsibilities that's around. So let's welcome Ikta Borlek and keep watching. If you have any comments, any questions, just put it on the chat and we'll get back to you soon. Thank you.
We live in a world where there is a crisis of meaning. It's almost like a pandemic. I've been traveling recently pretty much all over the world, in parts of the Indian Ocean Islands, lots of parts of India where I live. And being a woman, I have been witnessing more and more women being subject to so much pressure, so much tension, so much anxiety. Now you'll wonder, why women more than men? Well, it's not a question of segregating and saying that women are more adverse, to facing such issues. But I believe and I have seen that because of the high sensitivity, because of the way our neurochemistry is for women, there is a more powerful effect of the violence, of the stress, of the pace that the world is going through, and we feel it. We feel it probably more because of the way our nature is. And in such times, it's very important to be able to relieve this anxiety. Now, what I'm saying is not rocket science, that yoga is the answer to such things, yoga in all its forms. Why? Because it's important to have a certain clarity in today's life to be able to navigate. Navigate what? Not just work, not just day-to-day life, but to be able to relate what we are doing to a larger frame, to a larger picture. Now, this holistic approach to life comes naturally to women because of the way our hormones flow, because of the way we bring life on this earth. So it's but natural that when somebody has such a capacity, such a perspective on life, which is inherent, which is natural in them, that they will feel the effect of the aggression on their senses, on their way of life, much more than the rest of us. Now, having said that, what is the answer? Yoga seems like a natural answer. But then why yoga? Has anybody ever thought deeply about it? Well, I believe I read this in Daji's work, Daji as in Dr. Kamlesh T. Patel, who is the global guide of heartfulness, has put it so beautifully in his recent works where he explains about Purusha and Prakriti, the dynamic principle and the passive principle, about the way life is all about accepting, being able to relax in difficult situations, and facing stress with a deep sense of calm. Now, this comes after years of yoga practice, except if you're trying something like heartfulness. I've been meditating with heartfulness over a long period. And now, after all these years, having had a family, having had children, and today having a grandchild, I can sense how much heartfulness has contributed to my life to be able to be in a sense of flow. What is flow? Flow is a state where you are able to handle things in a way in which you can deeply relax in the face of difficult situations. That's putting it rather simply, and yet it's extremely profound. Because when you have multiple responsibilities, when you're trying to put everything together, when you're trying to manage life, there are days, there are times, and there's going to be a storm, there's going to be a cyclone in life. Being able to maintain our calm in times like that is what makes the difference between thinking clearly and not able to think clearly. When we go into deep states of meditative practice, like with heartfulness, because of the principle and the action of something called pranahuti, which is so typical to this heartfulness method, what happens? Well, we are able to stay focused, we are able to stay calm. There is an inner nature of contemplativeness that develops with this practice. As we move on, we are able to sense a deep peace every day with this meditation practice. Aided with asanas, pranayama, a nature develops which permits us to be more caring and giving. Rather simple, isn't it? And this happens over the years. This happens when we can get rid of our difficult tendencies to be captured by the outflow, the centrifugal force of life. And when we don't get involved in all these tiny little things which make life so difficult, when we are able to pull back and say, okay, I can relax, I can handle this, something else emerges. A new nature emerges. We're able to surrender to life, we are able to surrender to the higher self. What is this higher self? It's the standards that we hold dear. It's the values that we hold dear. It's the naturally emerging sense of being caring about our families and then about the larger world. This is what I call our inner inherent nature, where we are our brother's helper, where we are taking care of each other in a normal frame of life. And this inner nature simply emerges because of a powerful yoga practice. When that emerges, we are able to ride the wave, right? We are able to ride the surf the wave of difficult times and still stay true to what we believe in. This takes enormous years of practice. This takes a deep, intense yoga practice. Yoga is not just about asanas, as I have seen often in the Western world and now even in India. The moment you say International Day of Yoga, people start saying, let's do the common yoga protocol and do asanas. Not quite. It's also about meditation. In fact, it starts with meditation. The rest of it is supportive of this meditative state. It's a lifestyle that develops. It's the way of wanting to live naturally, to eat naturally, to support our being in a way in which it will flow into a state of acceptance and peace. And let's not underestimate peace, because anything short of peace is not human. Anything short of our true nature is always going to leave us dissatisfied and in search of a meaning in life. As I said right in the beginning of what I was saying, today's crisis is a crisis of meaning. We are not able to relate in the immediate what is going on in our world, which is why we keep questioning, what should I do? Where should I go? How should I do this? And it's not possible to take such decisions in the normal frame of mind where we are in a state of active mind. So a deeper state of peace is required for us to take powerful decisions, meaningful decisions. And that's what separates a person who does yoga in constantly, consistently, and has an intense practice from somebody who's not. That capacity, that emotional capacity of being able to deal with life is a treasure that I have found worth millions. And that cannot be bought in a shop, right? That cannot be bought at a price of just injecting it into ourselves. You see more and more the world of psychedelic support systems that is increasing everywhere in the world. People seek this support, but the problem is it cannot be put into us from the exterior. It is something that has to emerge from within. And this requires some time and effort. Nothing is free in life. There's no free lunch, guys. So somewhere I have seen and recognized this. There's so many stories that we can tell about this, right? Notice around you also, what is the difference between somebody who's doing yoga and who's not? It will be crystal clear. And yet you won't be able to put your finger in it and say, this is why they're doing it. So the more we move ahead, the more we realize that in order to balance our body, mind, and spirit, in order to be able to create the right neurochemistry, the right state of mind to be able to succeed at everything in life. It doesn't matter if you succeed in one part of your life. How is that balanced, right? So it's a question of getting everything in place. And getting everything in place means choosing the middle path. This is what Lord Buddha also spoke about. This is what fractals and the mean ratio speaks about. This is what is the golden ratio according to the Greeks. This is all about finding balance. This is all about being moderate. This is all about being in phase with oneself and with nature, right? I remember this beautiful analogy which was given about one's meditative state is like when you're on the surface of the ocean, there are so many waves. Recently, like I said, I was in the Indian Ocean Islands, on the Réunion Island. And when I saw what was happening in Réunion, it is an island where there's a huge amount of cyclones every year. There's a cyclone season, right? And when you see the winds and you see the waves and you see the ocean surface, It's so disturbed at times when there's powerful wind. I mean, there's also radio warnings about not taking your car out and going that day because the waves are likely to there's also likelihood of a freak wave. Freak waves happen all the time in our lives. You're peaceful, you're sitting and something hits you and you don't know what hit you, right? So this is what goes on with life. And suppose you're on the surface and you have a boat or you have a ship or you have a tanker, or you may even be in oil drilling station on the surface of the ocean. You are still subject to waves. You're still subject to the wind. You're still subject to the cyclones and the storms. And what happens? You may go here, you may go there, you're buffeted with the winds, and you're going to try to stay balanced. You're trying to keep your balance there, right? So if your consciousness, if your perceptive capacities which are linked to your consciousness are on the surface, you're constantly going to be buffeted. And while you're trying to keep north, while you're trying to stay in place and not drown, you're going to try very, very hard. You're going to use up all your energies, you're going to use up all your mental faculties, you're going to look for meaning, you're going to try and navigate all those things. What happens? A lot of your energy goes there. Now imagine, you are 20 feet below the surface of the ocean. Let's say 100 feet, deep within. You may not even know that there is a storm going on in the surface, right? What happens? Your consciousness is situated in such a deep place. You're so peaceful within. You're so tethered to this deep sense of peace and calm. Come what may, you're going to be steady. And then the answers come from deep within your heart. And you're going to find your center. You're going to stay centered. You know, every morning when I meditate with Pranahuti under the guidance of Daji, this is what happens. You go so deep within. I may be a woman, I may be a man, it doesn't matter. I lose even the sense of who I am. And I find a deep sense of amazing peace, calm, centeredness, quietness, stillness. Whatever is happening in my life, I'm able to let go and be there. And then the answers start coming. Then I know what I'm going to do with my day. Then I know how I'm going to answer my kid who calls me saying, Mom, I'm in trouble. Then I know how to handle the health of any of my family members. Then I know how to handle my 1,100 things at work which is going to disturb me in the day. In fact, I can see them coming, right? And then when I emerge from that meditation, something happens. I'm in a state of flow. I'm in a state of constant, amazing centeredness. And what happens? That is where things start rolling into place. So flow is a way of staying centered. And do you know what comes with that? Comes a sense of being in control of my life. I cannot control anything that happens to me outside my own inner self. Nothing is in my control, right? All of us feel that. But being in a state of flow means you can manage what's happening within. And you know what? That's the most important thing, because that's where I am. That's where my sense of who I am is. That's where my feelings are. So you see, my friends, it's very easy to be a woman in these modern times if you're able to create this sense of peace, calm, and quietude. And believe me, I've tried so many different things. I've read so many different books. Nothing replaces actual practice, and a daily practice at that. So yoga, meditation, a natural lifestyle, and being able to give that commitment to myself to find the state of flow so that you are empowered to live the life that you're supposed to live, the best of what you can be. I hope this helps. I hope if any of you feel connected to yourself, you'll take this up seriously, because you know what? End of the day, it is the heart, it is what you feel here that matters the most. So let's find that flow. Let's get empowered, because being a woman is such a special, such a beautiful thing that God has given all of us here. Let's make that work for not just ourselves, but the entire world. Thank you so much and see you soon. Bye-bye.